All right, guys, we're going to start Unit 3 off with a little reviewing of graphing lines. So this is some things you should have already learned, okay? Just a little refresher. Everything must be in y equals mx plus b form, okay? So the m means that's our slope, okay? And b is our y-intercept, so where the graph crosses the y-axis. You need to recall that slope is rise over run, okay? Rise, so the number on top of the fraction goes up and down. The number on the bottom goes left and right on the graph, okay? So looking at example 1, it is in y equals mx plus b form where -2 is my m, so my slope, and my y-intercept is -4, okay? So because my y-intercept is -4, you need to start with that point. So y-intercept is where it crosses the x-axis, or y-axis, sorry. So the first thing we're going to do is plot -4 on the y-axis. So plotting -4. Okay. Now we need to look at our slope. If it is just a whole number, so rise over 1, we talk about it like a fraction. If it's just a whole number, you need to put it over 1. Okay. If it is a negative number like it is here, that means we're going down and to the right. Okay, so we would go down to the right 1. Okay, then also from this point, we're going to go up to left 1. So we're going to continue that pattern up to left 1, up to left 1, up to left 1, up to left 1. Okay, connect the dots here. So it has to be going downhill, okay, because of the negative slope. That is how you graph a line. All right, let's check out number 3. So again, starting with our y-intercept, so where it crosses the y-axis, that would be at a +2. So I'm starting at +2. Okay, now my slope is -3. Okay, so again, that's over 1. So that means we're going to go down 3, right 1. Down 3, right 1. Okay, can't go any further there, so we'll just stop it right there. Go back to our y-intercept and go up 3, over 1. Okay, go ahead and connect the dots. Again, going downhill because it is a negative slope. That is how you do number 3. Or 2. Moving on to number 3. It is not in my y equals mx plus b form, so I need to put it in that form by solving for y. So the first step I'm going to do is subtract 3x from both sides. Okay, I would get 2y equals -3x minus 6. I put my x in front of my 6 because that is where y equals mx plus b comes from. Now I need to get y by itself by dividing by 2. I need to divide everything on this side by 2. Okay, so 2 divided by 2 just gives me y. -3 divided by 2. I can't reduce it, so I'll just leave it as -3/2 x. And then -6 divided by 2 is going to give me a -3. So my starting point, my y-intercept, now that we found our b value, is -3. So I'm starting on the y-axis at -3. Okay. Then I'm going to look at my slope. It's -3/2. So I'm going down 3 to the right 1, or to the right 2, sorry. Down 3. Okay, I'm going down 3, right 2. Then I'll go back to my y-intercept. I'll go up 3 over 2, up 3 over 2, up 3 over 2. Connect my dots, going downhill again because it is a negative slope. That would be your graph number 3. Number 4, again, not in y equals mx plus b form, so I need to put it in y equals mx plus b form. To do that, I am going to move my x to the other side. So I can move my x by subtracting x from both sides. I get negative y equals negative x minus 3. Okay, and then I need to get y by itself still. It's better if it's positive, so we're going to divide everything by a -1. Okay, so negative divided by negative gives me a positive y. Negative x divided by -1 gives me a positive x. -3 divided by -1 gives me a positive 3. Okay, so now we're graphing this line right here, starting with our y-intercept, which is positive 3. I'm going to graph that first. Positive 3. Okay, I will then go, because it's just x, that would be 1/1. Okay, so just going up 1 to the right 1. So if it's positive, you'll always go up and to the right. If it's negative, you'll go down and to the right. And then you can just go the opposite direction from there. So up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. Okay. Then you'll go back to your y-intercept and go down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1, and continue that till you get to the end. So this would be our line for y equals x plus 3. All right, here are two special cases. These are special cases because obviously these two equations here cannot be put in y equals mx plus b form. So how you graph these lines is, if it just says x equals 5, you're going to put a dot at x equals 5, okay? And because it's x, our line goes straight up and straight down because all the points are at x equals 5, okay? Same kind of thing for 6, but it's y equals 1. So what that means is that we're going to the y-axis. We're going to put a point at 1, and it's going to be everywhere where y equals 1, which is this line right here. So if it's y equals a number, then it goes side to side. If x equals a number, it goes up and down. And that is your review on graphing lines.